Zero Hedge, Ocasio-Cortez, Chief of Staff and Communications Director, the one who's actually been running the show for her, believe it or not. He's the one telling her everything to do. Abruptly quits. 2 weeks after former Chicago mayor and Obama White House Chief of Staff Rahm Emanuel said that Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, also known as AOC, I want to love you, AOC, pretty young thing. You need some help now. Because I guess it was. Your Chief of Staff and Comms Director quit. Anyways, 2 weeks after Rahm Emanuel said that Representative AOC and her snot-nosed punk Chief of Staff, Saikat Chakrabarti, are destroying the Democratic Party. Chakrabarti, Chakrabarti, and AOC's communications director, Corbin Trent, have abruptly resigned from the Congresswoman's office, according to The Intercept. So, Chakrabarti and AOC's communications director, Corbin Trent. Or was that Corbin Dallas? Multipass. Lilu Dallas, Multipass. Remember that one? The Fifth Element. That was kind of a pretty good movie. Fifth Element. Saikat has decided to leave the office of Representative AOC to work with New Consensus to further develop plans for a Green New Deal, according to Trent, who added, "We are extraordinarily grateful for his service to advance a bold agenda and improve the lives of the people in New York District 14. From his co-funding of Justice Democrats to his work on the Ocasio-Cortez campaign and in the official office, Saikat's goal has always been to do whatever he can to help the larger progressive movement, and we look forward to continuing working with him to do just that." The 33-year-old Chakrabarti, a Harvard graduate, of course, as Gerald Celente always says, these criminals come from Princeton, Harvard, Yale, bullets, bombs, and banks. And election meddling. A Harvard graduate and former Bernie Sanders organizer in 2016 made headlines in June when he compared moderate Democrats to Southern Democrat segregationists in a now deleted tweet. In response, the official House Democrats Twitter account, operated by Office of Representative Hakeem Jeffries, Democrat, New York, slammed Chakrabarti after he tried to backpedal. And this is when he made a comment. Instead of fiscally conservative but socially liberal, let's call the New Democrats and Blue Dog Caucus the New Southern Democrats. They certainly seem hellbent to do what black and brown people today, what the old Southern Democrats did in the 40s. That's funny because, it's an old tweet anyways. He tried to get rid of it. But wasn't it the Democrats in the Civil War? The main thing they were fighting over was keeping their slaves. We want to keep our slaves. What was that old Alabama song? Something about a daddy to be a Southern Democrat. Ought to get a rich man to vote like that. Listen, Alabama. Wrong. Sorry about that. Good song. But that particular part of the lyrics, wrong. Don't vote like a Southern Democrat. And don't get a rich man to vote like that. That's what's been happening, Alabama. Thank you. Song of the South. Sweet potato pie and I shut my mouth. Her chief of staff is gone with the wind. Ain't nobody looking back again. Got that right. House Democrats. Who is this guy and why is he explicitly singling out a Native American woman of color? Her name is Congresswoman Davids, not Charisse. She is the phenomenal new member who flipped a red seat blue. Keep her name out of your mouth. Okay. Last month, Chakrabarty also took heat for wearing a T-shirt featuring Nazi collaborator Subhas Chandra Bose. Wait a minute, Joe. Wait a minute. This is a Democrat saying, I'm pretending to be a Democrat. Just a regular, I'm not saying like an extremist Democrat, just a regular Democrat who believes in the party still. Hold on, Joe. AOC is a Democrat, correct. Her top guy in her, chief of staff, whatever, was wearing a shirt with that guy, the Nazi guy, correct. But I keep hearing everyone yelling Nazi at anybody that's a Trump supporter. Mainstream media talks about it. People at the rallies that protest his rallies, they'd say it. As soon as you say anything, they call them a racist and a Nazi or Nazi sympathizer. Correct. Go ahead, continue. You're red pilling yourself. Go ahead. And I got a red shirt on. It's helping the process. Go ahead. He actually wore the shirt though. A Democrat. Guy that works for a Democrat. Yeah. Joe, when you say all the time, the left always accuses what they do to the right, I thought you were just saying that to throw a jab. Here's Jay Snip throwing a jab at the Democrats. No, don't need to throw a jab. Just speak the truth. Yes, he was wearing that shirt. Yes, they, the left, accuse the right of the crimes and the things and the bad crap that they do. That's what they accuse the right of. Like I said, it was the Democrats during the Civil War, Southern Democrat, who fought to keep their slaves. Hey, it's my slave and I need it now. 187 slave now. J.G. Wentworth's great-great-grandfather might have had a commercial like that back in the day. Do you want to keep your slaves? Yeah. They're yours, aren't they? Yeah. Having trouble with the North? Yeah. 877 slave now. My slave and I need it now. Except they're not on the bus like the J.G. Wentworth commercial. They're on the bus. They're all singing. The guy's got the opera hat. Oh. No, they're probably on a horse, for commercial purposes. And like a live play because they didn't have TV back then. But locally, maybe they went around from town to town putting on a play. That would act as a commercial. It's my slave and I need it now. In April, he came under fire for reportedly funneling over $1 million in political donations from 2 political action committees he founded into 2 of his own private companies. The allegation earned a campaign finance violation complaint with the Federal Election Commission, according to the Washington Examiner. Okay, well, my question is, did anything else happen? Or is Donald Trump saying, no, back off, don't do nothing, don't do anything? Napoleon Bonaparte has a famous quote. Oh, what's that, sir? Never interfere with an enemy when he's destroying himself. But, So it's kind of like give them more rope and let them hang themselves. And others. Exactly. It's exactly right. So he earned a campaign finance violation complaint. Did anything get done with the complaint? Anyone get in trouble? Maybe not yet. Chakrabarty founded a PAC called Brand New Congress in 2016 and another in 2017 called Justice Democrats, which has the stated goal of helping to elect progressives to Congress. Between 2016 and 2017, his PACs raised approximately $33 million, mostly from small donations, which would tell me that would be the sheeple part of America, the one that's red pilling, right? Joe, I thought everyone that's Trump was a Nazi. Her guy's wearing a Nazi shirt? Yeah, I don't want to be the one to break the news to you. I mean, I kind of do. My name's Realist News. I kind of do, but I want to hit you, kill you softly with these sounds. Strumming my words through your hair. Wearing my red shirts for you to see. Killing you softly with these words. Killing you softly with my words of, hopefully, wisdom. So raised $33 million from small donation. Again, that's poor America. Hey, yeah, let's go behind this. Now we're woke saying, man, I just wasted my money. I want my money back. I want a refund. Can't get a refund. You gave up the money you donated. Sorry. You've been hoodwinked. You've been, what's so good? Another word, hoodwinked. I'll just go with hoodwinked. And the best part of it is you lost money. You feel like it was taken from you because it was based on lies. Now you're mad. This is the typical human thing. Now I'm mad. Who did that to me? Well, you did it to yourself. Yeah, but they tricked me. Oh, who's they? The Democrats. They did trick you. You're correct. What are you going to do about it? I'm going to silently switch to Trump. I'm not going to tell anybody because they would flip out. I got Democratic friends that would flip out. And not only that, I've got an ego that has been crushed, and I dare not tell anyone I made a mistake. I will silently vote for Trump. Who dat? Hold on. Anyways, let me just finish this up. These shell companies, if you will, were formed with similar names to the PACs. Brand New Campaign, LLC, and Brand New Congress, LLC, according to the Examiner report. Lastly, AOC's former right-hand man revealed himself to be an opportunist when he said that her signature Green New Deal wasn't actually about saving the environment, remarking to presidential candidate Jay Inslee's climate director, quote, "It wasn't originally a climate thing at all. We really think of it as a how do you change the entire economy thing." So he's admitting the Green New Deal was bogus. We lied. Again, the Democrats do one thing and or say one thing and do another. Or they say one thing, but their goal is completely different. Well, it's kind of like the Patriot Act. Again, all these bills, the St. Germain Recovery Act. Oh, you mean the bailout of the savings and loans crisis in the 80s? Yeah. But it sounds saintly, so we're going to call it that. The Patriot Act. How patriotic are you? We must pass this patriot. Are you a patriot? Are thou a patriot? We are. We are patriots. Then we shall pass the Patriot Act for thou patriots out there who were arrested for posting things on Facebook like, 9/11, I saw a building fall up. Guy kicks his door in, cops come. Guy named Brandon Raub, was it Brandon Raub? For posting in a private Facebook conversation with his siblings. He was a former Marine. They used the Patriot Act to go get him. The judge, a few days later, said, yeah, get him out of jail. What the hell is this? There was no reason to do this to him. I don't think he ever filed a lawsuit. He just got out and said, whatever, left it alone. I've reached out to him before on Twitter, and he said he would be willing to chat one day, but I don't know, just hadn't had the need to let me tell you this story from 6 years ago. It's not really happening too much anymore, but again, it's the Patriot Act that allows that kind of garbage. So are you shocked that they came up with the Green New Deal? Yeah, was it Roosevelt's? No, the New Deal. Oh, but it's the Green New Deal. Yeah, green jobs and Green Deal. Okay, yeah. I'm in, coach. And then you get in, there's nothing green about it. The same companies polluting lakes and rivers, they're going to keep doing that. The same gas guzzling, whatever, jumbo jet, they'll keep going those. Nothing changed. Nope. Big giant factory farms who also pollute with the crap that they use. Yep. Nope. Keep going. Yeah, but I thought the Green New Deal. Wait a minute. Who's paying for this now? All these jobs are supposed to be created. Who's paying for it? Oh, you didn't get the memo? No, there was no memo attached to your Green New Deal thing. That was another memo, separate memo, an addendum, if you will. And that one says, you're paying for it. Your taxes are going up. Yeah, but I've been hoodwinked by the Democrats. It's amazing that in the past, the Hitler, all these different Mao, all these dictators, if the party wasn't named Democratic Party, basically in those days, it was the equivalent, with just a different name, of what our Democratic Party is today. You can go check that out. See a little comparison if you want. And you'll realize these dictatorships always came from what we would call today the Democratic Party. It's amazing. And they come in, they change, tweak a little law, tweak a little thing. Next thing you know, everything's changed. The Patriot Act's out, all this crap. Executive order, wait, that's not a law, but when does a president get power to do that? And of course, our new president, everyone else is doing it. I'm going to do it too. Of course, he's doing it for good reasons. Not that it matters, because no president should be doing anything that is basically acting like a law. An executive order can kind of sort of act like a law. It's like a law within a law. It's just whatever. Thank God Trump's in there doing it as the last bastion of hope. Anyways, I have spoketh long enough. And some rats are jumping ship from AOC's own party. This is fantastic. Take care. And maybe he's quitting, those two guys, in advance acknowledgement of, we're about to be in trouble for the campaign violations and blah, blah, blah. So before we really cause destruction to AOC, let's jump ship now. That way when the news story breaks, well, they already quit. They don't work for her anymore anyways. CNN. Well, they don't work for her. I mean, those were former people. They left. CNN or Don Lemonhead. Take care.